A very good morning to all of you. In the previous class, we have discussed about the functionalities or implementation of singly linked list. That is how we can create a linked list by inserting node onto the linked list, how we can delete an element from the linked list, how we can search for the elements in the linked list, and how we can display all the elements of the linked list. Now, very similar to the singly linked list, we have two other types of linked lists which we are going to study in today's class. So basically, there are different types of linked list. Singly linked list, in which every node points to successive node, so which already we have discussed. Circular list, second type of linked list is circular linked list. So it is circular in nature in such a way that the last node of the linked list is pointing back to the first node of the linked list. That's why it is in circular fashion. That's why it is called as circular nature. And all the functionalities are very similar to the linear linked list. But the only change here is the last node of the linked list will point back to the first node of the linked list. So that is in case of circular linked list. I am talking about doubly linked list. So doubly linked list, what happens? There are two links. Every node consists of three parts: the information part, left link part, and right link part. Information part will contain the actual data. Left link part will point to the previous node of the linked list. Right link will point to the right node of the linked list. So these two we are going to study in detail now. So out of these two, first type of linked list is circular linked list. First type of linked list is circular linked list. So as the name itself says, the linked list is going to form a circle. So the many basic difference between singly linked list and doubly linked list. The basic difference between singly and circular is that the last node of singly linked list is going to point at the null in case of singly linked list. Whereas in case of circular linked list, it is going to point to the first element present in the linked list. That is the difference. So that is the difference. So this diagram is going to help how actually the circular linked list is. Circular linked list consists of a collection of nodes where every node consists of two parts: information part and the next pointer to point to the next node. Information part and next pointer, information and next. As usual, we will be having two pointers. First pointer pointing to the first node of the linked list, last pointer pointing to the last node of the linked list. So these all are similar to the singly linked list, but the difference here is the last pointer in case of singly linked list, it was containing null. It was not pointing to any other nodes, the last node in case of singly linked list. Whereas in case of circular linked list, the last node, instead of containing null value, the next pointer of the last node will point back to the first node of the linked list. It is going to point back to the first node of the linked list. So it is going to form a circle. So it is going to form a circle of nodes in the linked list. Circle of nodes in the linked list, and all other functionalities are very similar to the singly linked list. So whatever you want to do, whatever you want to do, insert, delete, search, or display, all are same. The only difference here is if you are dealing with the last node of the linked list in case of circular, just make sure that the next pointer of the last node is pointing back to the first. The next pointer of the last node is always pointing back to the first node of the linked list. So it is pointer to the first node. That means you can make a circle. The advantage with this circular linked list is wherever you are, so if you are present at some node, you can go in forward direction and again come back to the same node. That means wherever you are present in the linked list, you have chance to traverse across all the nodes of the linked list because they are arranged in a circle. They are arranged in a circular manner with the notation that the next pointer of the last node will always point back to the first node of the linked list. So this is the only difference, and remaining all other functionalities are very similar what we have studied. So how do we implement the singly linked list. We implement the single linked list as usual. First we have to declare a node for that, and then we have to define different operations. So what are the different operations on a circular linked list? As usual, we want to insert the elements onto the linked list. We want to delete some elements from the linked list. We want to search for an element in a linked list, or we simply want to display all the elements present in a linked list. So the insert operation is very similar to the singly linked list what we have studied, and only difference arises if we are inserting at the last node. If you are inserting at the last, then the last pointer has to point back to the first node. So that care we should take. So I'll just briefly go through the algorithm. How do we insert? Now I need not go in depth so much explanation because already it is explained. So I'll just take the help of diagram. So if you want to insert these elements in the linked list 10, 20, 30 and 40. So let us take that you want to insert these four elements in the linked list, right? So first value what we pass here is 10. I want to insert 10 into the linked list. So earlier our linked list is empty. So for whichever node you want to insert, first thing is what we do, we take memory and allocate memory for that. We take a node called PTR and allocate memory for that. That is the very first thing, basic thing what we do. Then in that information field of that node, store the data which you want to insert. Which data we want to insert now? First we want to insert 10. So that store that 10 here. Step 1, 2, 3 is over. Step 4. Whenever you are inserting a node onto the linked list, it is possible that the linked list can be empty. It is possible that the linked list can be empty. So when we say linked list is empty, if first is pointing to null, in our case first is pointing to null, then what happens? This itself will become very first node of the linked list. If this is true, what we have to do? Go to step 5. What step 5 says? First and last both will point to the same node. Now this itself will become our first node as well as the last node. First node as well as the last node. Next, step 6. What step 6 says? PTR pointer next should point back to the first, because we know that the next field of the last node should point back to the first node of the linked list. What is the property of the circular linked list? The next field of the last node should point back to the first node of the linked list. So with that property, in our case, first and last both are same. So that means the next field of the last node should point back to the first node. That means in this case, it is pointing to itself. I'll take different thing to show that. The next pointer of the last node is pointing to first node. It is pointing to itself because it is a very first node. It is pointing to itself. Okay, after this, what we do, we simply stop. We have successfully inserted one node now. We have successfully inserted one node in the linked list. Now, let us take the second node which you want to insert. Which is the second node that we want to insert? Second node is 20. So let us consider that we want to insert 20 now. So here, okay, I think this much space is sufficient for expansion. Okay, let us insert 20 now. How the 20 gets inserted? We know that 20 should be inserted here. So start allocate memory for it. Take a new node and allocate memory for that. This is not PTR now. So set PTR equal to address of new node. Because we want to insert new node into the linked list, allocate memory for that. That is second step. In the information field of the new node, store the data which you are inserting. Which data we are inserting? 20. So PTR pointer information equal to 20. That's what is in third step. PTR pointer info is equal to value. In the info field of PTR, we are storing the value which we want to store. Next, check, is first is pointing to null in our case? No, it is not pointing to null. That means at least there is one node present in the linked list. If is false, when if is false, we will go to else part. When if is false, we will go to else part. So else what we are going to do? We are going to step number 7. Step number 7 indicates that at least there is one node and we want to attach that node to the linked list now. So how we can attach? We know that first is pointing to this pointer. First pointer next should point to PTR. This first pointer next should point to the next node. So that is what we are doing. But this is the case. This is the case in which first node and last node both are the same. This is the case in which first node and last node both are the same. But usually we are inserting the new node at the end of the linked list. That means you have to consider always the last pointer. That means last node pointer next. Last node pointer next should point to PTR. So that is this statement. Last pointer next should point to PTR. So last pointer next should point to PTR. Then PTR pointer next is equal to first, because we know that when this is attached, then this will become last node of the linked list. What is the property of the next field of the last node? It should point back to the first node. It should point back to the first node. So remember here, last pointer next is pointing to PTR. Now it will not point to itself. That means we should erase this. This is not essential now. Next thing is what? PTR pointer next equal to first. PTR pointer next. This field should point back to the first node. This field should point back to the first node. What else is remaining? Once you attach this node to the linked list, this will become last node of the linked list, not this one. Now this becomes last node of the linked list. That means we have to make last to point to PTR. Last to point to PTR. So that is what in this state. Last equal to PTR. Make last to point to the node where PTR is pointing to. So instead of here, now last will point to this node. Last will point to this node. So once you erase this, yes, we have successfully inserted one more node onto the linked list. We have successfully inserted one more node onto the circular linked list. So simple logic here is when you insert the node, make sure that the last node points back to the first node. So that is a very simple logic. Now let us take one more value 30. Let us insert one more value 30. Now what is the procedure? Just concentrate. Without the algorithm, you can remember. What is the procedure? Take a new node, allocate memory for that. Now this will not be our PTR. Take a new node, allocate memory for that, call it as PTR, and in the information of field of PTR, store the data which you want to insert. What is the data we want to insert? 30 is the data which we want to insert. 30 has been successfully inserted. 30 has been successfully inserted. Next, check. Is it the very first node or the first is pointing to null? No, it is not in this case. First is not pointing null. That means there are some nodes present in the linked list. So what is the logic now? This PTR new node should be attached to the last node. That means how we can do that? Last pointer next, take this last pointer next and make it to point to PTR. This is the step. Last pointer next is equal to PTR. When it is pointing to PTR, this will not point back to first node. Right? Now this should point back to the PTR pointer next, PTR pointer next, and make it to point to first. PTR pointer next and make it to point to first node, because it has to become circle. Next, once you attach this new node to the linked list, this will not be the new last node. This will not be the last node. This will become the new last node. So what is the logic? Make last to point to PTR. Take this last and make it to point to PTR. When last is pointing here, it will not point to right. So we have successfully inserted one more node at the linked list. So similarly, you can go on inserting the remaining nodes also. That was very simple procedure for the inserting a node onto the circular linked list. Similarly, we can perform delete operation from the circular linked list. So again, we have to concentrate at the last node. If you are trying to delete the last node, make sure the pointers are appropriately changed. That's it. In all other places, no need of worrying. So as usual, like how we did in case of singly linked list, first we will search for the value which you want to delete. First search for the value which you want to delete, then find its location. Find the location, and from that point onwards you go on deleting. From that point onwards you go on deleting. The whole procedure is same, so I need not explain you this everything. So what I will do, this is self-explanatory. I will go with the code directly. I'll take some linked list, some circular linked list which is existing. I'll just explain you the logic steps. All right, so this is, everything is very similar to the singly linked list. Only difference comes, you have to take the point next field of the last node and make it point to the first node. That's it. Assume this is the case which we have. This is first node of the linked list, and one second, this is last node of the linked list. First is pointing to first node, L is pointing to last node. This is node number 10, 20, 30 and 40. Assume these are the four nodes what we have. Now, whenever you want to delete a node from the linked list, so three possibilities. Either you delete from the beginning of the linked list, or you delete somewhere in between, or you delete the last node of the linked list. So only these three possibilities. Only these three possibilities. So what is the logic here is, when you want to delete this node, if you want to delete very first node, then what we should do? This last pointer, the next field of the last pointer should not point to this. It should come and point to node number 20. It should come and point to node number 20. So that means for that purpose, what you have to do first? So the node which we want to delete is 10. We are deleting 10. Just concentrate. How we have to delete 10? If you delete this 10, what happens? Then this will not be the first node. This 20 becomes the first node of the new linked list. That means first advance first and make it to point to the next node. First equal to first pointer next. So take this first. Take this first and make it to advance it. Make it to point to the next node. And wherever first is pointing, make sure the next field of the last node points to that node. So what is the logic for that? L pointer next is equal to first. Last pointer next is equal to first. So this is the logic. These are the steps. If you read this, very similar to the singly linked list. Only with the help of diagram I am trying to explain, because it is just a repetition of the procedure, right? So once you advance the first pointer, what is the logic? Now this becomes the first node. And what we know in case of circular linked list, the next field of the last node should point to the first node. That means this last pointer next should be made to point to first node. Last pointer next should be made to point to the first node. So when you do this, this will be removed, right? And when obviously first is pointing to node 20, last pointer next is also pointing to 20, circular nature is retained here, delete this. That means automatically it will be deleted by the garbage collector. And this is how we delete a node called 10 from the linked list. We have deleted node 10 from the linked list. Right? Now the other case. Say assume somewhere in between. Let us take this one only. Okay, for explanation, I need one more node. Let us retain the previous one. That is, we have seen the case when we want to delete very first node of the linked list. Now let us see, I want to delete somewhere in between. So this is the scenario. This is the scenario, and I want to delete say 30. So let us say 30. I want to delete node 30, and we know that first is pointing to 10, last is pointing to 40. This is the scenario. So when you want to delete 30, take a temporary node, right? Take a temporary node which will point to the location of the node to be uh, uh, location is found, that is 30. For deleting, first we search the element and we find its location. Location is 30, and we know that temp will be pointing to the previous node of the node to be deleted, like how we do in case of linear linked list. Now what is the simple logic here? The logic here is temp pointer next should point to location pointer next. In between is same as that of the linear linked list. Simple thing is, take a temp pointer next, as you can see it in step number 11. That's what we are doing. If it is somewhere in between, temp pointer next is equal to location pointer next. So when this is the case, what happens? Obviously this will be losing its existence. This will be losing its existence, right? So now that only I'll draw it properly so that I can go for the third possibility. What is the third possibility? I want to delete a node which is present at the last. So now how many nodes we have? We have nodes 10, 20 and 40. So let us say I want to delete 40 now. 40 is the last node. 40 is the last node. See here, always while traversing, we will be present somewhere here at this node. Temp will be always pointing to the node to be deleted. Location is 40, temp is pointing to this node. Temp is pointing to this node. So that means set last equal to temp. That means first you have to advance. Temp pointer next should point to first. Temp pointer next should point to first. Where is temp? Temp is pointing to 20. When you delete this, just see here, I'll take differently. When you delete 40, which node becomes the last node? 20 becomes the last node. That's what temp pointer next, make it to point to first. Temp pointer next, make it to point to first. So what I'll do, temp pointer next, we will make it to point to first. Temp pointer next is pointing to first, and then what you have to do, last equal to temp. Instead of pointing to this node, now last should point to the same node wherever temp is pointing to. Yes, last equal to temp. Now when this assignment happens, these will automatically get ignored. Right, now what we have done, we have deleted last node from the linked list. So this is the simple logic. Search is very similar, and delete, they both are same as that of the singly linked list. So I will go with the coding part, explanation of the coding part. So we'll still get the better idea. Right. So as usual, we declare the node structure declaration. Every node consists of two parts: information part and the pointer part. And these are the two pointers called first and last. First is pointing to first node, last is pointing to last node. But in the beginning, they are pointing to null. So these are prototypes of the functions what we use in our program. Very similar to singly linked list. Options are being displayed for the user. You will select the choice, and corresponding function will be called insert function. Choice 2 is delete function, choice 3 is search function, 4 is display function, and 5 is exit, and any other choice invalid choice. So these are the functions for insertion. So let us study the insert function now. How the insertion will take place from the linked within the linked list. So let us say this is what is the input what we have considered just now: 10, 20, 30 and 40. So these are the nodes which we want to insert onto the linked list. And in the from the main function, in every iteration we will pass one value at a time. So 10 will be passed first. What is the value now? 10. So very first thing what you have to do here is allocate memory for the new node. very first thing what you have to do here is allocate memory for the new node, call it as the PTR, and store the data in the information file. Means that's what we are doing. We are allocating memory for the new node called PTR, and PTR pointer info equal to value. The info field of PTR will be stored with the value 10 because we want to insert 10. Now ultimately what you have to check next is first is pointing to null, or is it the very first node of the linked list? Yes, that is true in our case because first and last both were pointing to null in the beginning when there were no nodes, and this itself is the very first node of our linked list. This is true in our case. First is pointing to null, then this itself becomes very first node of the linked list. So what do we do? First will also point to this node, last will also point to this node. First and last both are pointing to the same node. First and last both are pointing to the same node because this is the very first node of the linked list. Okay, we have successfully inserted one node into the linked list, and PTR pointer next must be made to point to the first node. What is PTR pointer next? PTR pointer next is this node. One second, I'll just use this color. PTR pointer next is pointing back to the first node for our understanding purpose. PTR point next pointing to first node. When if is false, else will not execute. When if is false, else part will not execute. So the insertion is successful. Now in the next iteration, once the function gets called, the next input what we give is 20. So now 20 has to be successfully inserted here. 20 has to be successfully inserted onto the linked list. One second. Okay. Now if you want to insert new value called 20, I want to insert new value called 20. So what is the logic? First allocate memory for the new pointer, dynamically allocate memory, that is call it as PTR, call it as PTR. Now this was earlier pointer, now it is not essential, not required. Okay, next in the info field of the PTR, store the value. Which value you are trying to store? 20 is stored. That is PTR pointer info equal to value. PTR pointer info is equal to value. Now check, is first is pointing to null? No, it is not in that case. Why? Because first is pointing some node. Now this is false. When if is false, what happens? Else part will execute. So else part indicates that at least there is one node in the linked list. So what is the logic? Last pointer next should point to PTR. Last pointer next should point to PTR. Take last pointer next and make it to point to PTR. Next, PTR pointer next should point to first. This is PTR pointer next. It should come back and point to first node. That is PTR pointer next should point to first node. Then last pointer next, that means this becomes the last node. Last equal to PTR. Now this becomes the last node of the linked list. Last is pointing here. So when we perform these operations, this should be erased. This will not become the last node. Yes, what we have done, we have successfully inserted a new node called 20 in the linked list. New node called 20 in the linked list. Now let us insert one more element called 30. So let us insert one more element called 30 in the linked list. So 30 in the linked list. So once again the function gets called. What is that logic? What we do? We take a new node, call it as PTR, allocate memory for that. In the information field, PTR pointer info equal to value, store 30. 30 is stored successfully. Then check is first is pointing to null. No, first is not pointing to null. First is pointing to some node. That means last pointer next should point to PTR. So what I will do? Last pointer next should be made to point to PTR. So this is the last node. The next pointer of the last node should point to PTR. Right? Next. What is the other logic? PTR point, when you attach this to this becomes the last node. That means the next field of the PTR should point back to else part. Next field of the PTR should point back to first node. Next field of the PTR should point back to first node. This should point to first node. Now when this is pointing to here, this has to be removed, right? Now we have to change pointer for the last node. Last should point to PTR. So last should point to PTR. That is third line of the code, right? Now this will not be our PTR. So what we have done, we have successfully inserted 3 nodes in the linked list. If you want to insert one more node, see, I want to insert one more node called 40. What is the logic? Just take a new node, call it PTR. In the information field of the PTR, that is PTR pointer info, store the value. What is that value? 40 is the value. Then what you have to do? Last pointer next. We'll go to else part. Last pointer next equal to PTR. Last pointer next equal to PTR. PTR pointer next equal to first. PTR pointer next is equal to first. Then last equal to PTR. Last equal to PTR. So very simple logic. Only thing is, whenever you are dealing with the last node, we have to be careful. So what we have done now, we have seen the code for inserting 4 nodes onto the linked list. What are the 4 nodes? 10, 20, 30, 40. So let us see the deletion. So what happens when you want to delete some nodes from the linked list or existing linked list? I'll take the same linked list and keep it here. We want to delete some nodes from this linked list now. We have to perform the deletion operation. Right, this was 30. Okay, so this is existing linked list. First is pointing to 10, last is pointing to 40. So first thing is what we do, we will search for the element like how we do in case of linear linked list. Search for the location of the element, and with the help of location of pointer, store the or point to the element which you want to delete. That means value, let us say I'll take one iteration, that is I want to delete 30. So let us say that value to be deleted is 30. We want to delete 30 from the existing linked list. Search its location and we will get this as a location. After search function, very similar to linear linked list, what we have done, what we have seen. We will search for the location of the element to be deleted and we have found the location successfully. It is possible that whenever you are searching for the element may not be present because you have given some number which is not present in the linked list, or the linked list itself is empty. In both the cases, we may find null, but that is not in our case. If is false in our case. Else, what we have to check is location is the very first element what we want to do, what we want to delete. If you want to delete very first element, what is the simple logic? Just take first to the next node and make last to point to this node. But that is not in our case. In our case, what is true? The location of the element is present somewhere in between. So we will go for the for loop. This is where we want to delete now. 1 second. I'll take that here itself. Else part. This is where we want to delete a node. The same linked list, I have copied it here. That means in our case, we want to delete this. This is the location of the 30. That means you should take the temporary pointer and traverse to the previous node of the node to be deleted. We want to delete this node. We want to delete this node. That means it will affect both the nodes, the last node as well as the previous node. Now here this is the proper appropriate to explain both the scenarios. Take temporary and make it to point to next node, the very first node of the linked list. Temp pointer next, is it not equal to location? That means temp pointer next, is it not equal to the location of the element which we want to delete? Yes, it is true. Enter into the for loop. We are not doing anything in the for loop. This is simply used to obtain the location of the temporary node. Just we'll advance. What we'll do? Take temp and make it to point to the next node. So temp is equal to temp pointer next. Now it will not point here. Once again, check the condition. What is that? Temp pointer next, is it not equal to location? Check. Temp pointer next is what? It is equal to location. We will stop the for loop now. We will come out of the for loop and check whether the location is the last element to be deleted. No, it is not in our case. That means location is somewhere here. That means else part is true. What else part says? Temp, if it is location is last, what you have to do? Then this last becomes temp. If the location is last node, then if this is the last node, then this will point to this node. And then you have to swap the pointers. Now else is true in our case. What else part says? Temp pointer next equal to location pointer next. So that is temp pointer next equal to location pointer next. So temp pointer next, this pointer should point to location pointer next. This line, temp pointer next should point to location pointer next. Temp pointer next should point to location pointer next. When temp pointer next is pointing to location pointer next, obviously this will lose its existence. That means we have successfully deleted the node somewhere in between. And finally, what we are doing, we are simply returning the information field which we have deleted. We are simply returning the information field which we have deleted. So that will be displayed in the main function. That will be displayed in the main function. And camera this chesam agotundi amma class room ravadu. Okay, what we have seen, insert function is successfully seen and delete function is also successfully seen. Search and display are same as that of the single linked list. There is no difference in that one. Both the functions are same for searching an element from the linked list and deleting displaying all the elements of the circular linked list. So this part is same. So I'll just try to give the demonstration of this program. I'll just remove this part. This program 552. This is the program what we have discussed just now for implementing different operations on the circular linked list. So these are the different options which are getting prompted. So let us first create the linked list. Choice 1. Enter the element to be inserted into the circular linked list. I'll give 10. 10 successfully inserted. Again choice 1. I'll give 20. Again choice 1. I'll give 30. Again choice 1. I'll give 40. That means what we have done, 10, 20, 30, 40. 4 elements I have successfully inserted onto the circular linked list. In this case, now we have to check whether the elements have been successfully inserted or not. How do we check? We will go for print. Choice 4 print. As you can see, 10, 20, 30 and 40. Now 10 is first node of the linked list, 20 is last node of the linked list. So not 20, 40. 10 is first node, 40 is last node of the linked list. That means next pointer of 40 is pointing back to 10. That's it in case of circular linked list after display. After display, let us see search, choice 3, search. Enter the element which you want to search. Say I will give 30. Element 30 is present before element 40 in the circular linked list. So search is successful. What is the other option? 2. 2 means I want to delete some element from the linked list. Which element you want to delete? Say I will give 30. Element 30 has to be deleted from the linked list. So element 30 is successfully deleted from the linked list. How to check whether it is deleted or not? Display all the elements. Choice 4. Yes. 10, 20, 30 is deleted. What was the earlier linked list? Earlier linked list is this one, 10, 20, 30, 40. Now the new linked list is 10, 20, and 40. Right? Now failure, let us see some failures, failure cases. Enter the choice to delete. Enter the element to be deleted from the circular linked list. Say I will give 60. I want to delete 60. 60 is not present in the linked list. Okay. Failure for search. Enter the element to be searched. 80. 80 is not present in the linked list. Okay. Then last other default case, let us see. 6. If you give 6, what happens? Incorrect choice. You have to give any one choice among 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. When you give choice 5, stop execution. This is how we implement. This is how we implement singly linked list. Singly circular linked list. The working mechanism of circular linked list is very same as that of the singly linked list. Only thing is insert and delete are little bit change, and that too the occurrence change will come when you are especially concentrating on the last node of the linked list. Whether you are inserting at the last or deleting at the last, then only we have to swap the required pointers. So this was about the circular linked list.